Kick off your shoes, let the day drift on. Speak your truth, we'll pass it along. Soft little ripples inside and beyond. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Oh yeah. Look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. Tell me you're weak, every high, every wrong. We'll laugh till it loosens what you carried so long. Hands round 'em up, stories stacked like stones. Friend after friend turns this place into home. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Hey, look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. If your heart feels heavy, bring it here, lay it down. Let the breeze rewrite it, watch it flow out of town. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Ah! Look at the clouds rolling on. Yeah, we belong. We belong by the pond. Pull up a chair, gather round the pond. Kick off your shoes, let the day drift on. Speak your truth, we'll pass it along. Soft little ripples inside and beyond. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Oh yeah. Look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. Tell me you're weak, every high, every wrong. We'll laugh till it loosens what you carried so long. Hands round 'em up, stories stacked like stones. Friend after friend turns this place into home. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Hey, look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. If your heart feels the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Ah! Look at the clouds rolling on. Yeah, we belong. We belong by the pond. Pull up a chair, gather round the pond, kick off your shoes, let the day drift on. Speak your truth, we'll pass it along. Soft little ripples inside and then beyond. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Oh yeah. Look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. Tell me you're weak, every high, every wrong. We'll laugh till it loosens what you carried so long. Hands round a mug, stories stacked like stones. Friend after friend turns this place into home. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Hey, look at the clouds rolling on. We belong by the pond. If your heart feels heavy, bring it here, lay it down. Let the breeze rewrite it, watch it flow out of town. Chill with the ducks by the pond, no stress allowed. It's all gone. Touch the grass, smell the air. We're okay right here. Ah! Look at the clouds rolling on. Yeah, we belong.
I'm muted. I'm muted. I'm muted. Okay. See, I'm over here saying thank you. I'm repeating Dutch, telling y'all to wipe y'all's feet, have a seat by the pond. Y'all chill with us. It's been a long day. I lost my mascara, so I was over here looking around for it, thinking, well, you know what? I can probably tell y'all what happened to my mascara. It's probably in Lola's kennel somewhere, and I'm going to have to go look for it. Anyways, oh God, look, Southern Cats was already, it's 2 kittens. I hadn't heard about that. I'm going to have to look into that. Hey, girl, hey. Look, and Cindy, she's always like right here on it. All right, Dutch is going to cook. What are you cooking, Dutch? What you cooking, Duchess? Yeah, Lola the Bandit. Exactly. What are you cooking, Duchess? I want to know. Girl, I made some stuffed bell peppers the other night. Man, they were so good. They were so good. And I made some chicken fried steak on Saturday. Anyways, and now Hector's working nights, so he gets whatever I choose to give him when he gets home at 5:30 in the morning. So, yeah, we're on those strange hours. I'm it's not working well in my house. So, oh, in a cast iron skillet. You go, girl. You go, girl. I will. I'll let you know, Hannah. Everybody seems to be under control right now, but they get out of hand. I'll sick Hannah on them. Anyways, so today we're going to go over Fergie Ferg, Duchess, ex-Duchess, ex-Duchess of, what was she? Wessex? Look, I'm not even reading right now. Anyways, we're going to talk about Sarah Ferguson today. Sarah Ferguson, she's all up in them Epstein Files. She got herself wrapped up in some shit she probably didn't mean to get wrapped up in, but she was desperate for money to run her charities. She was asking Duchess of York. See, I knew it was something like that. Thank you, Hannah. And yeah, she wrote some emails. The emails have come to light. Hold on. No, ma'am. I'll call you back. I'm streaming. Love you. Gotta love those sister-in-laws that call exactly when you go live, right? She knows. She probably, you know what? She's probably like one of these other streamers' daughters that calls just because I went live to fuck with me. No, I'm kidding. She wouldn't do that. She probably didn't know. She ain't paying no attention. Anyways, yeah, he is. That Duke, man, he's got him the right woman, doesn't he? That's okay. Me and Hector have the right man and woman too. Your pizza's not being nefarious. Oh, y'all are a mess. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is Sarah Ferguson. She's off the chain. I found some old interviews of her. I found some newer people checking her out, not stalking her, but you know how us nosy people are, Mrs. Kravitz peeking through them blinds. So we're going to roll the intro real quick and then we will jump right into it.
The rubber around the model room welcomes all. Thanks for stopping by, answering the call. Ups and downs are normal for some of us. Many days I beg to get off this life bus. Neon lights flicker, my shadow on the wall. Dreams on the ceiling, we run and then we fall. Sharing stories over paper cups. Wheels keep turning but never enough. Life's a ride on a rickety old track. Holding on tight, never looking back. In the rubber and model room we could fight. Rock, cry, love in this crazy ride. Dusty postcards from the edge of nowhere. Heartbeats echo in the electric air. We dance on tables without to wait. Cry in the rubber and model room, we're all high.
Hannah, you almost knocked me out with this comment. I was so waiting for my thing to stop so I could put it up. Hannah, you and I both, not to say names, but we have both been recently so lucky as to get our name in a Chronicles of the Shady video. Anyways, sorry. You know how I feel about that. Yeah, we got one of their videos, so see that, Shady? Anyways, if you know, you know. Yes, thank you for that, Dutch. Hit that like, and I'm learning to do Nightbot, so I'm still trying to get Nightbot to work with me instead of against me. Last time I tried to run Nightbot, it kept sending these messages every like 5 minutes and I couldn't get it to stop. And I was like, we're shutting Nightspot down because he doesn't like me. So I've been playing with him again. So maybe he'll pop up a little bit more. And Sherry, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And anyways, yes, you know what, Dutch? That's the thing with Hector. He is my best friend. And that is what makes life so easy when you have a wonderful companionship. It's just, it is what it is. What did you say up here, Cindy? Healthy relationships have a good balance of taking care of understanding and independence. Absolutely. Cindy knows. Cindy knows. And you know, I love you, Cindy. You know, I love you, Cindy. You got my heart, girl. Okay, so as always, we have to start with something food related, you know, because we're fat foodies over here. Y'all know me and my food. I found, I'm going to make this weekend. I haven't told Hector, and I'm sure he's not listening because he doesn't pay attention to my streaming. But we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this. Okay, this looked so delish, and I'm going to make it this weekend. So this will be one of those things I will stick in Discord for everybody to see the outcome of it. Oh, wait. Damn it. What? Y'all, now that I gave the dogs the egg. Okay, I still have one. There's an egg carton thing in here. Y'all, I'm totally squirreling, okay? So there's this egg carton thing in this video that they used, and it's so cool. And not even thinking about it, I gave my dogs the egg carton this morning to tear up because that's the kind of mom I am. I just give them anything and everything to tear up because they're going to do it anyways. So let's watch this.
In boiling water. Untie the baking bag.
Okay, and see, I was very critical watching this, okay? Okay, I was very critical because, first of all, she puts butter in a bag and then puts it in water to melt it. Sorry, no ma'am. We microwave that shit. We do it the simple way.
Melt the butter from the baking bag in boiling water.
What?
Untie the baking bag.
Okay, because she's going to use the bag, but...
Add minced meat.
Put it in the microwave. Okay, she called it minced meat. It was ground beef. Yeah, it's just a bag. It's just a bag. She's not going to use it, but to mix everything in. That's all she uses this bag for, is to mix everything. But it's really cool. It's really cool. So she took butter, ground beef, and now she's getting 2 eggs.
Crack 2 eggs. Peel a carrot. Peel a potato. Rinse the vegetables in the bowl of water.
Hannah, I know, right? And why didn't she wait, I have so many, I could so pick apart this video, but we're just going to listen. She's got potatoes. She's got carrots. Mincemeat is a cultural term. Okay, well, I call it ground beef. It's ground beef. No, Teresa, I'm not muted. Teresa must still be at the beginning. Teresa will catch up. I know, right? She's talking so rough. A bell pepper.
Remove the seeds from the red bell pepper and dice it. Grate the carrot.
Why didn't she just grate the carrot to begin with when she had it out? Now watch. She gonna say something else too. She gonna say something about changing the grater out. Girl, why are you dirtying so many dishes? Just use one grater. Fuck it. Watch.
Grate the potato on the same grater.
Okay, but wait. Why did we do the carrot?
Grate the potato.
Stop. Anybody else notice this? This is me watching shit, y'all. This is why I lose my mind watching videos sometimes. Did y'all just see this? This was 2 different cheese graters. She said, grate it on, use the same cheese grater. And she switched cheese graters. I'm not kidding, y'all. I'm not kidding. Wait, watch.
No. Grate the carrot.
Grate the carrot. Notice the cheese grater. Okay?
Grate the potato on the same grater.
Excuse me. Everybody else, okay? We all heard that. Grate it on the same grater. It's a different cheese grater. It's an entirely different cheese grater.
Put the vegetables into the bag.
Garlic. Okay. And see, I wouldn't, you know what? You can go to Walmart. Okay. Somebody needs to teach this woman. You go to Walmart. You can buy it already. Walmart, Kroger, HEB, whatever your local store is. I do Walmart because they deliver, and I'm lazy. I don't leave the house because I have a mother-in-law. That's not lazy. I have a mother-in-law that I take care of, and I can't really get out and leave the house because anyways, doesn't matter. But anyways, you can get these little things. It's minced garlic. You don't have to go through all this. Okay. But I guess if you have a garlic in your garden or something like that, which I don't have a garden.
Add a few finely chopped garlic cloves. Peel an onion. Grate it.
You notice she used the first grater that she used the carrot on? Okay. Yeah, she used the first grater. She grated the onion.
Add finely chopped parsley.
Abraham.
Grated semi-hard cheese.
And now she's using the other cheese grater. Okay, this lady is using too many utensils and making too big of a mess. Somebody needs to teach her. But it looks so good. This recipe.
Grated cheddar cheese on the same grater.
The same grater. Okay.
Add cream cheese. Season with sweet paprika, salt, black pepper. Tie the baking bag. Mix well. Turn.
Okay. So she did that all to mix it in the bag. Okay. I have bowls. I mean, I guess I could use a gallon Ziploc or something like that. I have bowls. We wash bowls around here. But okay. But look, it's the egg crate thingy from my, because I buy the 60 case of eggs. Right, Abraham? Right? I know. This is why I was flipping out on this video. We always talk a first video is always a food video, and then we roll into things. It was not the same grater. Good to see you. But these egg thingies come in when you buy eggs by the 60 pack. God, I sound like a foodie. When you buy eggs in the 60 pack, they come with these little crater looking things in it. And this is what I gave to Meat and Lola to play with this morning. So I got to finish out the other eggs so I can get another one. But anyways, watch.
Turn the mixture out onto the egg carton. Roll out with a rolling pin. Make indentations with your finger. Cut the...
That was the best utensil she's used this whole entire time. You buy 60 pack of eggs too? I know, we're just squirreling right now. We'll start talking about Fergie in a minute. Yes. Hey, content. Welcome in, hon. Look, Teresa, baby, you're behind. She started from the beginning. Bless her heart. Yeah, Hannah doesn't eat eggs. She's allergic. Okay, so...
Pin.
So that was
Turn
really
the
cool.
mixture
So
out
put all
onto the
meat in
egg
there.
carton. Roll out
Mash
with a
it
rolling
down.
pin.
Poke little
Make
holes.
indentations with your finger.
Right.
Cut the semi-hard cheese into cubes.
Okay. See, let me tell y'all my lazy method. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I'm going to do. I buy mozzarella cheese sticks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the little cheese sticks and I'm going to slice them up into little pieces. I'm not going to do this, but like I said, this will be my Monday Discord thing, that my foodie thing.
Put them into the indentations. Cover the cheese with meat. Turn out onto the baking paper. Cut into equal pieces. Place in...
Okay, ma'am. I don't know why they cut it. I don't know why they did all that, but carry on.
The baking tray. Bake for 1 hour. Rinse
an hour at 320. Okay, that's what it said. An hour at 320. Now she's got tomatoes.
the tomatoes in water. Dry with paper towels. Cut pockets in the tomatoes.
Okay, see, now what she's doing, this, I have no interest in this, which she's making, it's very good, but I wouldn't do it this way either. I would cut them into complete slices, but let's let her show us what she's going to do.
Drain the whey from the mozzarella. Cut thin slices and put them in a bowl. Drizzle with olive oil. Season with herbes de Provence, salt,
herb de France.
Black pepper. Mix well. Fill the tomatoes with mozzarella slices.
That is the most
Add basil
uncasual
leaves.
way to eat these, is it not?
Place on a platter. Drizzle with balsamic sauce.
No, I want...
These nicely browned meatballs are enviable. They turn out
But look at the meatballs. Look at the meatballs. You've been stuffing meatloaf chunks with cheddar cheese for free. Well, see, I never did that. I always just made a meatloaf and just stuck the damn thing in the oven. I never made it like this. And I found this completely amazing. And let me tell you, I love the tomatoes and basil with a little olive oil and some sea salt. Oh, man, I love that. But this is the most inconvenient way to cut into a tomato. Why you have a problem with the egg grate? Well, yeah, now you think about it. How many people touched that egg crate before it went in there? Wait a minute. Let me rethink this. No, I'm doing it. Fuck it. It's going. Man, I can put a piece of saran wrap down. I got to think about this now. Now you got me thinking about that damn egg crate. Damn it. Southern, you got me thinking.
tender and full of flavor.
Wrong basil. Okay. Oh, y'all, don't eat basil. We're not eating basil. We'll let allegedly keep basil. So this, I wanted to go over this, but I think I'm going to hold off on this until we go back to another Prince Andrew live. Dr. G does awesome with this, and I totally enjoy it. I totally enjoy him. So what we're going to do is, guess what? Did y'all know Sarah Ferguson has a YouTube channel? Yes, she does. Yes, it was. We're just going to go with it. I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to make. I'm going to make it, and I'll put it in my Discord, my usual, because I always try to on Monday post a recipe, but I'm going to try I'm going to try to make this one over the weekend and post it. That's my goal. You poke holes with your fingers in the meatloaf with this. See, I don't know. I never really thought about doing that. Never thought. Okay. We're gonna unsquirrel. We're gonna unsquirrel. Do unsquirrel. Y'all see, I'm totally off the rails today. It's been a morning already. Anyway, so Sarah has a Facebook page. I mean, well, she has Facebook too, but she has YouTube. Of course, I'm not subscribed to her. I could care less. But she has these videos of her reading books. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Is anybody else bothered now by Sarah Ferguson reading books to children? I'm sorry, I got taken a little back by that. Anna, you're my best. Fact, Fergie had an office up in the Twin Towers. She had a little doll on her desk, and it was actually found. Oh my God. Wow. See, this is why. This is why we all just sit and chat and duck pond, hang out. We all have our little stress. You have to get your own stress thing. Until I can get to where I can do things and have a little store, we're going to have little things in my store. I'm excited, y'all. I'm just having so much fun with this. I just never expected to go anywhere, like just to kind of hang out. But I've got ideas now. Ducks in a pond, ducks in a pond. Exactly. Exactly. Teresa's still behind. Love you, Teresa. Yes, she might have washed it between foods. She's still talking about the egg crate. Abella showed up. Abella's in the pond. Abella's in the pond. Okay, but anyways, I'm not going to play any. Well, you know what? Let's hit one just to listen to her.
Story. Go. Are we ready? Beautifully done. My name's Matilda and I like reading. I like playing football. Yes. And I like colouring. I wear glasses to help me see better. So do I, Daisy. Which glasses do you like best?
She sounds horrible. I don't know. That's a good question, content. That's a good question. But as I go back, you see 1.3 thousand views, these are 2 years ago. She's got Dally and Dash Go in the Bush by Lisa Holt. I Want to Be a Movie Star. Blossom Bunnies. I mean, she's got lots and lots. Right? Hannah, thank you. That was my thought. That was my thought. And I thought that too. Just clicking on any of them.
Too long, which is why it's hard to believe I had a fairy on my sleeve. When I was small, I loved to read of fairies, toadstools, stumps of trees.
She recorded in her bathroom. Muffins, if Muffins was here, my daughter, she would tell you it was recorded on a potato. I don't know why, but that's what she tells me when I send her crappy videos. Mom, did you take that on a potato? I don't get it. Must be young slang. I'm new here. I don't know. We just make up shit. Right? Yeah, it's a no for me. She sounds drunk. You can't see the glasses. I don't have glasses. Okay. Abellis fell in the pond or something. Right. At least get a mic. Okay. I mean, my mic is on my camera because my other mic broke, like the leg broke off of it. And I have another mic that I'm ordering. Hadn't got here yet because it's not the first of the month. I have to wait. But yes, Duddish. I mean, she just, a potato. Yes. So my daughter tells me all the time, it's a potato. Is that what it means? I don't know. So anyways, then I found this page. This page has lots of good information if anybody want to know anything about Sarah. So let's read just a little bit. So Sarah was born October 15th, 1959 in London, England. Is a former wife, 1986 to 96, of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew, Duke of York. After they divorced in 96, Sarah became a prolific author, television personality, entrepreneur, and public figure. The revelation of her ongoing relationship with a sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein, tarnished her image in the 21st century. Okay. Well, yeah, we're going to go through a little bit of this. There'll be some videos. And then we will also get into let's share this one. This will be the rollback. This is the rollback. How Fergie became a royal outcast. All these links are in the description box. So, yeah, I will drop them in chat as we go through them, but they are in the description box. This was, this says 5 years ago, but it's an old one. It says the story of Sarah Ferguson, once Her Royal Highness, Duchess of York, now exiled from royal family, a woman who had everything, threw it away when forced to exploit her name during a huge scandal. Andy the Randy.
And once Her Royal Highness the Duchess of York is now in exile from the royal family, a single mother forced to exploit her name to wipe out a huge tax bill. Today, Fergie wishes she could return and talk to the young bride she once was. Ruefully, she looks back at the royal lifestyle that was hers, a world of first-class travel, green light traffic, and 5-star luxury.
I remember, one thing I remember is that she was a redhead. And me being, yes, a redhead, there's some grays coming in there, but being a redhead, I was so enamored and so happy that there was a redhead that made royalty. As stupid as that sounds, I was amazed by it. She was a redhead. She walks like a trucker. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, Teresa, you're still behind. It's fancy meatloaf. Okay, I'm going to quit responding to Teresa for a while because she's so behind. Bless her heart. Okay. Yes, she walks like a trucker. Oh, you did? You binge these during... Yes, I see. Nightbot arrived. We finally have Nightbot. And hopefully Nightbot's going to work with us and not against us. Okay.
She looks back at the royal lifestyle that was hers, a world of first-class travel, green light traffic, and five-star luxury. Gone now is the background organization that ensured her public duties ran with regal smoothness.
Now, keep in mind, how long ago was this? 3 years? 5 years? 6? It was April 21st, 2020 was when they put this out. So this is them discussing it in 2020. 6 years later, what do we know now? She's lost all these charity groups she had going for her, all the money Epstein gave her. We will get into that. I have video of her, the table full of money that Epstein left for her in the apartment. Whew.
Her friend Diana, Fergie is a divorced outcast from the royal family. At the christening of her first baby Beatrice, Fergie seemed to have achieved all her ambitions. But within a year, she started the perilous descent into disgrace and removal from the royal fold. She rarely saw her husband, and while she and Diana relished much...
I'm sorry, what did they just say? She rarely saw her husband? Hello? Hello? Why did she rarely see her husband? Aren't we family? I don't know how that works, but if we're family and we live in the same house, what? That didn't make sense to me.
...that royal life provided, they kicked against its restrictions.
No one can marry into the royal family and have an easy, happy life. I mean, Fergie's not the only one. Diana, you know, even other people I could name and won't because they're still married and they're putting up with an awful existence. It's so incredibly difficult to adjust to that life, to become a prisoner in a golden cage. It's a life in which you make endless sacrifices. There's no freedom.
I couldn't live that way.
And this is why, you know, Diana and Fergie both wanted to escape. It was a life they began to loathe. They just felt if you have only one life to live, it's impossible to live it happily inside a royal palace.
So he was away. So that's the war that they were talking about, that we talked about yesterday a little bit, that he was at war. Okay. See, y'all, I tell y'all, I do this blind. This is review. I learn as I go with a lot of this stuff. So thank y'all for helping me. This is why we're here. We're at the duck pond. We're hanging out. We're having discussions. See, that's what it's about. Yeah, a helicopter pilot during the Falklands War. Thank you. Thank you, Abellis.
By selling her book My Story in New York, Fergie is working to clear the mountain of debts accrued during the wild, reckless years that marked her passage from grandeur to downfall.
Hi, how are you?
It is a life far removed from the royal one which made her famous. Without the protection of bodyguards, she is open to casual autograph hunters, like a fading film star. The architect of her final humiliation was John Bryan, an American businessman with an elevated opinion of his sexual and financial prowess.
Hannah, you lied today because I only see, the last comment I seen was, yes, Sherry, free Hannah. And before that, I see you laughing at Abellis and arguing with Nightbot. What are you talking about? Wait, so we dislike her book because she took money from Epstein? No, hold up, hang out for a little while because you're going to find out that she was in love with Epstein and wanted to marry him, and he gave her lots of money, and yeah, she went a little deep. None of the royals are very close. They all traveled extensively, and even the queen rarely saw her. Really? Look, Hannah's sending me stuff in the background. Really, Hannah? Am I missing? Why am I not seeing? Huh. It's not showing in my StreamYard, Hannah. I'm not ignoring you. It's not showing in my StreamYard. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry.
He followed his friend, the handsome Texan oil man Steve Wyatt, in Fergie's affections during her husband's long absences at sea.
Began her relationship with Steve Wyatt in 1989.
Welcome.
She was then 3 years into her marriage, pregnant with her second child. She was seeing her husband on an average between 40 and 45 days a year, or at least that's how many evenings they were able to spend together. There was a huge void in her life. I think these men filled a void and yet didn't detract from her relationship with her husband because they were friendly enough when they saw each other.
Following her disastrous affairs and her departure from the royal family, Sarah strives to maintain the style she knew in her 10 years as the Duchess of York. Aware of her limitations, she admits in her book, "I was never cut out for royalty." She adopts instead the pose of a show business celebrity in a Hollywood style unlike the staid traditions of the British royal family. It was those customs that she had tried so diligently to imitate in her eagerness to impress her in-laws. Although Andrew disliked horses, his family built much of their social life around them. Sarah...
Now, that was one thing I do remember was the horses. I remember, there's things that you remember. I remember her being involved in horses, and I remember her being involved with Weight Watchers. And yes, Cindy, I pinned your comment. Thank you for that. We're looking into current and past information about Fergie and Epstein. Is there's anything nefarious? I pinned that one. Thank you for that. Yeah, I even went on to my other screen and it's not showing in my other screen. So I don't know. It shouldn't be holding any comments. I don't have it to where it should hold any comments. So
gladly showed off the equestrian skills learned on ponies in her childhood. Despite early worries of Fergie's suitability, she and Andrew seemed an ideal couple. Fergie brought a fresh wave of popularity to the royal family. Behind the often bouncy exterior, Fergie was really...
Look at... well, I didn't mean to pause it there. I wanted to pause it. Just where the queen was.
Popularity to the royal family.
Look. Is that the queen? That's the queen, isn't it, Hannah? That's true, Abraham. That's true.
Behind the often bouncy exterior, Fergie was really an underconfident girl she herself calls the pleaser. Fergie's slimmer and prettier mother, Susie Barantes, had left her husband, Major Ronald Ferguson, when Sarah was 14. Susie set up home in Argentina with her second husband, Hector Barantes. Fergie had finished her growing up under her father's guidance.
Major Ferguson, essentially, when his wife ran off to Argentina with Hector Barantes, really didn't pay his daughters very much attention. Jane ran off to Australia, Sarah went off to school, and really never had that strong father figure in her life. It's something that I think she suffers from even now.
Sarah's father remarried and had a...
Okay, I didn't even realize that. Sarah's father remarried. Okay, see, we learn as we go. We learn as we go.
Second family, which brought additional responsibilities. While Sarah loved her easygoing stepmother, Sue, her father's new family meant that she had to stand on her own feet. Major Ron served as Prince Charles's unofficial polo manager and kept many royal secrets, despite temptations to tell all. But Major Ron's own weaknesses were exposed when a tabloid paper revealed a massage parlor scandal. His daughter and his colleagues showed
Did they show her mom? Was her mom in this? And I missed her? Because I don't know what they look like, so... Huh. Hang on just a second, guys. I need to figure out something real quick. No regular live and no chats in vertical for you. What is wrong with... Okay, so just so y'all are aware, YouTube may be having a glitch. Because Hio is in my background and she cannot chat.
To tell all is unofficial.
I don't know what YouTube is doing, but it's not liking some of y'all today. And Hannah was the first lucky one of the day. And Hio is in the back and she can't chat either. So, yeah. Whoa. I know. Okay, so do I need to go? I know no, I wasn't struck. I wasn't struck. I wouldn't be able to. Your stream been temporarily blocked because detected a video. Oh. Huh. Am I back up? I'll stop playing this video. I don't know how to come back. Okay. Okay. We'll see if it comes back up. I'm not even sure. We'll see if it comes back up. We'll go to another video. Here we are. Hey. Hey, guys. Hey. Hey, guys. Hey. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Hey, guys. Hey. Guess what? Guess what? Look, I got a duck in my face. Guess what? I think I'm unliked. I think I'm unliked. I'm going to throw a fit. I don't know. We're back. Guess we won't watch that one. Y'all be assholes over there, okay? We just gonna talk. We having conversations. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't BBC though, was it? Let me look. That wasn't even. Shut up. I'm on. This was called Real Royalty with 1.3 million subscribers. Y'all need to get over yourselves. Yeah, they need to get over themselves. They need to get over themselves. Yes, absolutely. And look, we got Hio. Hio's in now. Hio's in, and she's in horizontal. It was made up from, yeah, well. Okay, well, we're going to play this real quick, and then we're going to, actually, you know what? Here, let's just go over here. Huh. Make me smaller. Make me a little smaller. How about put me down here? Here we go. She sent her goddaughter's contact info over to Jeffrey Epstein after he was released from prison. She introduced her 22-year-old goddaughter to Jeffrey. I think this is the Poppy girl. Yes, Poppy Cottrell. Poppy Cottrell. Emails uncovered, more than 3 million documents released by the U.S. Department of Justice appeared to show former Duchess of York providing contact details for Poppy Cottrell, the daughter of her former lady-in-waiting. Miss Ferguson allegedly wrote "Over to You" to the convicted pedophile and helped Epstein, who was released from prison on July 22nd, 2009, organized a meeting with her goddaughter. Email, which appeared to be from Sarah, allegedly sent on November 12, 2010, with the subject Poppy Cottrell's contact. I think I have that one pulled up. Let me look. No, this wasn't Poppy's. This was her dear spectacular friend. Give me a second. Oh, here. They were asking about Poppy being an assistant. Tomorrow, maybe Monday morning. Please, Jeffrey, think about it. Also have David Stern down for tea yesterday with Andrew. He has an update for you. India, Poppy, assistants. This is from Sarah. It discusses Andrew again. And the only reason I am almost certain of that is because it's the same. Here's another one. This one's from Leslie Groff. Poppy Cottrell would like you to give her a call. I'm sorry, what is happening here? Hey, Jeffrey, I gather you might be employing Poppy Cottrell? Here we go. Here's another one. I left a message for Poppy Cottrell, letting her know you wish to speak with her. Yes, Dan Wooten I have not gotten struck using Dan Wooten. So, and I think there's one more. Here we go. Poppy Cottrell would love to hear more and be introduced to Dr. Merrill and his alternative medicine for children charity. Poppy also said she wrote to you a letter and that you should receive in a couple days or so. Also, let Poppy know you're trying to reach out to her regarding Petra Nomovsky's charity event for children. Yep, PA is Prince Andrew. So, I don't know if I can get away. What about 60 Minutes Australia? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Hio tells me in the background, I just really read it. The royal family doesn't appreciate your attitude, Rubber. Okay, this was kind of funny. This is a video. Let me back this up and see. It was 7 years ago, May 8, 2018. What started out as a normal sit-down interview with Duchess Sarah Ferguson and Michael Usher quickly turned into a strangest, most confrontational interview you'll ever see. This has two parts. We're gonna play. Let's play this one first. This is from 60 Minutes Australia, and I will do my pausing and all that. Isn't that kind of strange? He got to see two sides. Let's see what Abraham had to say. Can you imagine living in the days kings and kings and royal courts where they did those people shout. Oh, absolute. Oh, wait. Remember that in the communal bath things that they had? Okay, didn't even want to even think about that. Fellas, you know how hard it was to get them outfits off and on back then those days? Hang on. I gotta take the sound off. Or stop the screen. I gotta reshare because of my here we go. Sorry about that. You made it home. I'm glad you're home, Hugh.
Extraordinary encounter with Sarah.
I'm gonna out myself. National OCD company or office. Is it bad when the OCD people call you when you're streaming? I don't have OCD or anything, y'all. You would never know that I have OCD. Except when my phone rings when I'm live and it says National OCD. This is my life, guys. This is my life. I'm so sorry. Oh. They admitted her. All right. Thank you. What do you mean, is everyone good? I don't have them on speed dial. They have me on speed dial. Okay. Okay, we're going to watch this. And I rewound it so y'all can hear now. Since y'all couldn't hear and I was listening by myself.
Ferguson, the Duchess of York. It was her first Australian interview in 8 years, so I was looking forward to our meeting. But as I soon discovered, the Duchess has two very different sides. First, I met Sarah, the charming knockabout ex-royal, open and brutally honest about her failings. And then there's Bad Fergie, her description, not mine, who makes bad judgments and lands herself in scandal time after time. We'd agreed none of that was off limits in our interview, but I clearly hit a raw nerve, and that's when the trouble began.
But this interview, okay, y'all know I normally do not watch them. I previewed a little bit of this, and I was like, oh my God, she can be such a snazzy bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm being me. I'm being honest. My opinion. Y'all do your own research, form your own opinions. Right? Pause screen is on point. Yes, I do believe she was, Abraham. Hannah knows more about that than I do. Hannah is my resident know-it-all with anything to do with this. And you know what? Abellis is pretty good at it too.
Don't try and trick me now because I'm...
Raw nerve, and that's when the trouble began.
But don't try and trick me now because I'm not going to play this game. Delete that bit. John, can you delete it, please, that bit? Because I don't want to go down this...
Duchess, I'm asking very fair questions of you.
No, I just too tabloidy.
Sarah Ferguson at war...
Wow. I mean, it was like already on point. She was like, okay, no, first he says we were nothing was off limits, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, nope, delete that.
With me, but also with herself.
I'm going to take 5 minutes.
Sorry?
No, nothing. I'm just going to take 5 minutes.
Fed up 1 minute.
Any fish in here?
Brash, charming, and funny the next.
I have so many words that I want to say, but I'm really trying to contain myself because, yeah, okay, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let her talk for a minute. And I love her red hair. My hair was this red naturally. Her red. My hair was that red naturally when I was young. And again, I was attracted to her at being a redhead because I was always told that redheads were ugly. My mom and my sister, we were all redheads, and my dad always had something really negative to say. So I really had a issue with being a redhead growing up, but when I seen her as a royal, it was like, oh my God, redheads can be somebody. You know, as stupid as that sounds, yes, I do think there is a little bit of mental health issues with bipolar. I believe I did read that somewhere. Is Rubber a Bellis or the redhead? Oh, yes, Rubber has bipolar. Yes, yes, proudly, proudly. I've let everybody know that. That's why we do mental health over here a lot. And we talk about it because if you don't talk about it, sometimes you go nuts. So we do talk about mental health, and always, always. Fergie, yes, we are talking. And he'll tell you when Bipolar Rubbers comes out, she gets messages all times of the day, night, total off the wall that she has no clue what I'm even saying. It is what it is. You're confused here? Don't be confused. We think Fergie might be bipolar, and Rubber is definitely bipolar. Okay? It is what it is.
Hi. Nice car. Mom, why didn't you give me your figure, you rat? Delete that bit. We're going home. That's home.
Here comes your friend.
This is
Duchess.
true.
It began as a glorious English spring day. An invitation to meet my first royal.
Well, guess what, Jeremy? Thank you. It's nice to meet you over there. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, doesn't matter. It's engagement in the channel. And yes, I am bipolar. I've already admitted it. We're a reaction channel, and that's what we do. Peace. Nice seeing you.
On a private estate outside London.
Duchess, hello.
Hello. Hi, Michael.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Very good to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
You're looking very regal up there.
Am I? That's very nice of you.
You're feeling regal up there.
I'm just Sarah up here.
She hasn't been just Sarah since.
Do you remember the train? Does anybody ever remember? Yeah, they're misbehaving over there in Vertical, acting a fool. But you know what? We won with the trolls. Just let them. Let them have fun. Y'all know I don't give a shit. But what I was going to say is I remember watching this wedding on seeing it on TV and thinking that train was so beautiful and all that. And that was so many years ago.
She married. She hasn't been just Sarah since she married Prince Andrew in 1986.
To love, cherish, and to obey.
And for richer, or for poorer, became the Duchess of York.
Okay, seriously think about it, okay? I was 14 years old, constantly being told that redheads were ugly, you know? And just think about it. Being 14 and you see this, and it would, again, the mental health, here I go on a mental health rant, was when I seen this happening, that a beautiful redhead got married to a prince. It was amazing to me. It was, I was enamored.
I mean, you were the breath of fresh air into this royal family. How do you reflect on your wedding day?
Oh, it was the best day of my life, apart from having my girls. And I had a lovely dress. It's a great dress. And it was certainly a long kiss on the balcony. That was a good long one.
So we're in charge, all right, Michael?
We are.
Of our horses.
That 23-year-old royal bride is now 51, battling 2 decades of bad press and a public perception that she may.
You know what? I totally agree with you too. And unfortunately, we get stuck with that misconception, you know, and honestly, here my words are just going to spill out. My dad always called me a fat ass redhead. So I've always had that stuck in my head that all redheads are fat. It's as a child, here we go again, talking about trauma and talking, when you're told that as a child, you get that stuck in your head on repeat. You believe what your parents say, right? So I just took what my dad said as gold, and then to see she wasn't really fat. She was just a shapely woman, and it's okay. It's okay. So long as you're healthy, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? You take care of your health the best way you can. So, yeah. 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 It was her slimmer, prettier mother. Oh, you know what? No, I don't want no pity. Thank you for that, Abellis. But absolutely not. I've learned to separate myself and we learn to move on. I have no connection with that life anymore. So.
Maybe older, but no wiser.
Watch out, Busby. Alfie, hold.
Alfie, we're going to stop.
Did he say she was older but not wiser?
Battling 2 decades of bad press and a public perception that she may be older, but no wiser.
Watch out, Busby. Alfie, hold.
Alfie, we're going to stop here.
Okay.
You ready? Here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you feel sometimes you can trust horses more than people?
Always when I go through troubles, I go back to where I'm safe, which is with the horse, no matter where. And so when I'm with my horse and my horse does well for me, then I know that deep down I'm okay. So many people can write horrible things, and every day somebody writes absolutely diabolical things about me, but I know that's not me.
Okay. I'm going to be quiet, but I do have to say this. Being bipolar, borderline personality disorder, any of that, you learn to deal if you're properly taking care of yourself. So I will leave that with that.
And there's no doubt diabolical things have been written about her.
Hey, wait, who was the one that said that? Somebody said that earlier today. Maybe they said that yesterday. Yesterday in chat, somebody put this in my chat yesterday. I don't remember which one of y'all did it, but y'all said they called her this. Okay. Yes, they did. I know. I did too. I had she was like enlightening to me. Really, she was. And now with this whole Epstein thing, my mind's just like, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure how I feel about her now. I mean, I'm not as enamored with her as I was. I never thought I would have this feeling towards her. And it's a personal feeling. It's just an inner. I don't think of her the same as I did.
Have you always been the victim of untruths, or have you made mistakes?
Scandal of nude Fergie snaps. Okay, and man tries to sell them for £10,000.
Have you put yourself in a position where errors have been made?
I made thunderous mistakes. So yes, I've got better judgment at 51 now because of my appallingly bad judgment.
That's my problem. And I've seen the video with the money and I've seen stuff. And now I look at her and I'm like, ugh. Yes, she was just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. I mean, and for her age, she's still a very beautiful woman. How does she know? Okay, I'm still not connecting the two. How is she knowing him having anything to do with his awful crimes? It's not that she was involved that bothers me. It's that she kept going back for that friendship after he was convicted. Not only did she go back, Abraham, but she took her daughters. I can see you, Hannah. He had been convicted for sex crimes. They didn't say underage. They didn't use the word pedophile, but it was sex crimes. And for me, I don't want to be around anybody like that. That's a personal choice. That's a personal choice. And if she chose to still be friends with somebody like that afterwards, I'm sorry. That's not my cup of tea. That's not my cup of let's go hang out. Let's go get a brewski. Yeah, it's just not my, I can't, I can't. Once you cross that boundary, when did we all learn about Epstein? We learned, I mean, the first one was in 2000 and wait, I have it somewhere over here. Hang on. It was in 2000. Yeah, it was in 2008 in Florida, where he pled guilty to state charges of soliciting prostitution and procuring underage girl for prostitution. As part of his plea deal, he served 13 months in a county jail work release and registered as a sex offender. So he had already registered as a sex offender, and this woman was comfortable to bring her children. I don't like that. I don't like that. And that's just personal. That's me. And that's the great thing about the whole chat is that we can all have difference of opinions and we can talk about it. That's the best part of that. Yes, Acosta kept it under wraps. As an individual? Oh, I remember when he was convicted in 2008. I remember that. I remember all of that. You learned about him in 2005. I mean, because of the Florida connection, you know, with being in that area. But yeah, I mean, I knew about him. I knew who Epstein was. I thought he was an entrepreneur. Okay. That's what I had thought he was. Just an entrepreneur who had gone out and was raising money for charities and just being an all-around good guy. I didn't know all this stuff was going on under his house. Gives you a whole different perspective. Now, after the 2008 conviction, I didn't do streaming. I didn't talk about things like this. I ran a motorcycle business. This was the furthest thing from my mind. You know, I knew about it, but like I said, I was running a motorcycle business. I didn't have any. Yeah, she sat weekends. Yep, weekends. Another one, we talked about that. Weekends in jail. No, if you're going to go do your time, do your time. He sat, sorry, let me get that right. He sat weekends in jails. He sat weekends in jails.
And there's nothing, you know.
Okay, we'll get to those.
My mistakes have.
Here, I mean, we can totally derail and go right over those emails. Let's see. Here's one of them. This is one. Hello, Jeffrey. I'm landing in Palm Beach in a couple hours. Any chance we can get a quick layover? I can give a quick cup of tea. Love, Sarah the Redhead. There's his phone number. The address is 10 minutes from the airport. You look great. I read everything you gave me. Too many pictures and charts. Not enough substance and numbers. You should run a company. Suggestions: start Mother's Army. Give out badges, hats, some signs, membership. Charge $5. Enlist on the web. You could become a seal of approval. Approach Tom Scott. Tell him you're offering him the main sponsorship for $10 million per year. Find 5 other candidates for colonial positions. Okay, so he's telling her how to do it. My dear, spectacular, and special friend Jeffrey, you are a legend. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for looking after me so well and the brilliance of Janusz. I have read and devoured your email, and I'm putting in action what you said. Then we'll come back to you and business plans that all you need, and I need to see if it's a great Oracle Ram. Thanks for being such a good friend. Lots of love, Sarah. XXX. Okay, that's one of them. Here, we'll just let.
And this one, especially disgusting and disturbing, was after Jeffrey had already pled guilty for, I need to speak in code, procuring, you know what I mean? She emailed Jeffrey EpiPen begging to be his house assistant because she needed the money. She wrote to him May 16th, 2010. But why I don't understand, don't you just get me to be your house assistant? I am the most capable and desperately need the money. Please, Jeffrey, think about it. And this one, especially disgusting and disturbing, was after Jeffrey had already pled guilty for, I need to speak in code.
I'm not going to let him play again, but you got it the first time. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's finish watching this.
Have been put on the public stage. Other people's mistakes aren't. And there are many things that are good, but good news doesn't sell papers. And bad Fergie sells.
Another beautiful spot here, this bridge.
Isn't it great? I'm having to be a bit careful, Michael.
You're in your heels.
Because I'm in my heels.
You're right.
Which vanity prevails, but it's kind of difficult to walk on with these high heels on.
You're doing very well. Bad Fergie was at her self-destructive worst on May 19 last year.
But you will be his friend. I will listen to the friendship talk between you two.
When she was caught in a sting by the now defunct British tabloid News of the World.
£500,000.
In a sting by the now defunct British tabloid News of the World.
500,000.
Oh no, Abraham, no, and no, there are many people that have come in contact with him that have nothing to do with what he has done. My issue is just her being who she is, taking money from him to try to better her companies that she was trying to get off the ground and get herself out of her tax debt. Yes, that was Perez Hilton.
Pounds when you can to me. Open doors.
In Prince Andrew. Yeah. The fake businessman offers £500,000 to save her from bankruptcy.
Not went anywhere because he's Prince of England.
She agrees to give him access to Prince Andrew.
But he beats the most amazing people and he just throws them out.
I think not only did I betray myself because I believed him and I didn't follow my.
So, excuse me. So she was right along there with Prince Andrew, giving these knew about him, giving these trade secrets. That was another question I had. Did she know at the time? You know, they say they weren't living together, blah, 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 blah. Or they weren't spending time together. Let me rephrase that. But what does she know? What did she know?
Instinct. I think that's the most difficult thing to live with. And now coming from that, because I believed him and I didn't follow my instinct. I think that's the most difficult thing to live with. And now coming from that, this time last year, I would never have been able to talk to you. I couldn't talk to anybody. I was too shocked.
And right now they're talking that she is actually, I have somewhere further down here that we will get to talking about where she is hiding out, and that they think that she's going to be the one to expose a bunch of royal skeletons in the closet.
Put my head down and disappeared off the universe.
At first, Fergie was completely open with me about what she calls her hell of shame.
So you 500,000 in England.
Yeah, but that's in wire transfer.
That has to be wire transfer. I mean,
Let me pull down this stuff because I'll put it this way. That way y'all could read it better.
Disappeared off the universe.
At first, Fergie was completely open with me about what she calls her hell of shame.
So you 500,000 in England.
Yeah, but that's in wire transfer.
That has to be wire transfer. I mean, obviously.
The scandal features prominent.
So you do see that. So part of the money is laid out there in front of her. She takes it. Not only does she take it, she gets in the car with it and then changes her mind. But why? What got her to that point? So they haven't said that yet. But you do see in this big circle right here. Okay?
In her new autobiography and a tell-all TV documentary.
The News of the World scandal was my rock bottom.
But when we sat down inside to discuss it further, our conversation turned toxic.
I mean, did you take the money? At one stage you had $40,000 cash sitting in front of you. Did you take it?
Absolutely, yes. And it was given to me, and I got it in the car and then returned it straight away.
Once the scandal broke?
As soon as I knew it was a scandal, not once it broke, Michael. But don't try and trick me now, because I'm not going to play this game. Delete that bit. John, can you just delete it, please, that bit? Because I don't want to go down this.
Duchess, I'm asking very fair questions of you.
No, I just too tabloidy.
John is Sarah's Australian agent off screen.
This is everything you've written in your book, though.
Yes, I know, but
and
it's
you're
the way
releasing your book, and you've
the
agreed
book
to do
I've
the
already,
interview.
the book has already been released, and the thing is, I'm not going to go down to this point. I'm going to answer your questions, but that's done. It's finished. I've answered it. Thank you very much. Moving on to the next question.
This is just the starting point of this year in your life that you've written about.
Thank you very
it's
much.
Pivotal. It's what started the whole thing.
Thank you.
You do write, though, that this tabloid scandal, in fact, you almost...
Did y'all see that big old sigh and the disgust of she doesn't want to talk about why? I mean, if you wrote about it, it's out there. There's videos. Talk about it. Watch her roll her eyes. She is so pissed, Abellis.
Thank you, but this is just the starting point of this year in your life that you've written about.
Thank you very
it's
much.
Pivotal. It's what started the whole thing.
Thank you.
You do write, though, that this tabloid scandal, in fact, you almost feel thankful for it. It let you, I don't know, review your life, see where you were at. It's an interesting way to look at being involved in a controversy like that it helped you in a way.
Sorry? What's your question?
That's such a bitch. Yes, we can. Girl, how many times are you going to ask us if we can? Can you not see, Hannah? Can you not see yourself? Hannah, we're going to get Hannah here. Hannah, here. It's got fingerprints all over it, but it's a. Do you need it? Hannah, you okay, boo boo? We love you. And Joetta Baker. Absolutely. People want to know. Just like Markle, which I ain't even touched on Meghan Markle yet. That might be something that we do later, but right now we're working on the little Epstein series. So thank you for being here. Yeah.
In the book, you write that the News of the World scandal almost helped you, that it let you look at your life.
I'm very grateful to being in that.
I'm gonna put the stuff back on stage so Hannah can see her comments on stage, okay? We would never ignore my favorite troll.
Position in a way when I hit rock bottom because of it woke me up.
How big a wake up has it been?
What more can I say? What more can I say?
The biggest.
You can't.
We're going to rename this whole thing. We're going to rename it all to the EpiPen series. We are all going to need an EpiPen after this. We're all going to have allergy problems. Look, Hannah, are you on Top Chat? Everybody wants to know. Look, free Hannah. Free Hannah. Hannah, type so it'll show on the screen. I want you to type so it'll show in our little comments on stage. Type, Hannah. Now.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You can't possibly. Of course it has.
How has it affected?
Remember. What's she called? Cindy. Yeah. I'm going to take 5 minutes.
I'm sorry?
No, nothing. I'm just going to take 5 minutes.
What did she just happen? Do you see you're on stage, Hannah? You're at the very bottom. I'm not on Top Chat. See? We see you. You see you.
Remember.
What is she telling him to remember? And she's flipping and she's doing this and...
What's she called? Cindy. Yeah. I'm going to take 5 minutes.
I'm sorry?
No, nothing. I'm just going to take 5 minutes.
Okay. Coming from a person who has lived with bipolar, she just had a mood change. Something triggered her, and she had a mood change, in my opinion. Yes, she was talking to an assistant, There's something she needs him to know. Something just changed in her mood, and she needs to get out of that space in order to finish this conversation. Whatever just happened to her mentally, she needs to fix that right now in this space. Whatever she was telling her assistant guy, whatever she was snapping about, it was a total change. Something emotionally, mentally, I do not know. I'm not a therapist. You do your own research, do your own medical research advice, but I seen it. Being somebody who is bipolar, I recognize it. She had a total attitude change. Yeah, you know what? I have to agree with you there with content. It ruins the interview because the editor can't take it out, and she knows that. But still being, she's going to waste time. What? So he only gave her, and she only gave him a so allotted period of time to interview her, and now she's just going to walk out. I don't know. Yeah, it was very rude. It was very rude. And I can remember doing very rude things like that. You say something that triggered in me, I'm out. Fuck you. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm taking a walk. I need to go breathe.
Right.
Sarah returns to our interview, but her mood is still frosty.
You okay?
Yep.
You happy to move on?
Yep.
I feel like I've gone from confidant to commoner.
The book is called Finding Sarah. Does that mean you were lost?
Oh, very lost. Are you lost, Michael? Do you know where you are? Many people in this world are lost. It's excruciating to live with past mistakes. It is so difficult. I always would like to change so many things in my past, but I can't. I've got to move forward. And it's very difficult to go back over them. It really is. It's because you just cringe. You just think, it's not me. Where was my head at the time that I did all these things, or a lapse of judgment, or whatever else I'm meant to have done? And it gets to a point where you really think, enough's enough. You got to move forward.
While Sarah was at rock bottom, the royal family she'd left was shining. Her snub from William and Kate's most royal wedding seemed final proof that she is a royal outsider.
Was it a kick in the guts not to be involved?
So actually, looking it up, it actually says that she has PTSD, and that was revealed in 2025, an op-ed for Telegraph. She had been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and ADHD. It's the adult ADHD, presents as impulsivity and chronic disorganization, which she had previously mistaken for character flaws. They say she also has childhood trauma about her feelings of unworthiness and profound scars to her mother's abandonment of the family when Sarah was 12. She had eating disorders. She has gone through therapy, and she also has had cancer-related stress.
Invited to the wedding of William and Kate?
It was a moment when
Proof that she is shining. Her snub from William and Kate's most royal wedding seemed final proof that she is a royal outsider.
Was it a kick in the guts not to be invited to the wedding of William and Kate?
it was a moment when I took myself off to Thailand, and there was no television or radio, so I was able to just be completely quiet and just sort of, I was the last bride up that aisle, and it's sort of it brings back lots of memories.
But while Sarah was in Thailand, alone with her memories, her daughter Beatrice was being watched and judged by millions.
Beatrice's hat and the reaction to it. Were you surprised when you saw the hat? What did you think?
Saw the hat, but I think she's so perfect in every way. Both my children are. So I'm a very straightforward mum who knows my girls well, but I think they look beautiful, and I think that Beatrice had the most incredible outfit on as well. She looked really good.
If you were here on the day, might you have said, "Oh, darling"?
I was trying to figure out how to word that, Cindy, because it can be misconstrued with mental health. I want to mind my words. I'm not going to address that. I'm going to mind my words.
I think if I'd have been here, maybe I would have made sure that the hat a couple of days before was different.
Beatrice
You have this. It's cardboard.
had the last laugh
I'm trying to get a good pause on it.
on the critics.
There we go. There we go. What the fuck? What is up with that hat? I'm sorry. What is up with the hat? I know. I would be so paranoid. I would be worried about everything and everyone around me. And you know, and then Sarah got everything stripped from her with him losing his status. So here she was having to go around town. I mean, do these girls still, I'm sure they don't have any any bodyguards. I can't even think of their name. You got me rolling, Abraham. Stop. You like everybody else is laughing too. You know what? If paparazzi followed me, they're going to have pictures of Meat and Lola. Meat and Lola and lots of screenshots because I'm a screenshotting fool. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why. It's because I want to go back and look at it later, and now I remember where I seen it. I screenshot things so I can go back to find. Oh, you flipped the bird. Oh, okay. Well, see, I misunderstood that one. Philip Tracy makes the best hats. The gays were all over those hats. Yeah, I have no clue who made those hats, but I like them. They had different, they all had different names in Cinderella. Those evil stepsisters. But yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, my son's got some badass hats he wears. My stepson, he's got some badass hats he wears, but we won't go there. It's making a total fashion statement. And you think it was for snubbing her mom? You think that's why she did that? Oh, that's a good thought. Oh, I didn't think about that. See, this is us collaborating. Oh, Cindy. Anastasia and Drusilla. There you go. Wait, I hit the wrong one. Right, can you see Tolly sitting up in the middle of that circle, just hanging out? Hi, Mom. Hi, Grandma. That would have made the perfect hat. Okay, let's play some more. Whew.
Raising a small fortune for charity by auctioning the wedding's most talked about hat.
What was the number on that auction? I'm sorry.
Raising a small fortune for charity by...
There already, when they did this, there was 2 bids. Princess Beatrice's royal wedding hat by Philip Tracy in aid of UNICEF and children in Christ. Oh, so it was donated and it was the money. Oh, that was awesome. Go, girl. So long as this money was donated to a good cause. That was great. That was great. 80,200 pounds. And there had already been 2 bids. Oh, excuse me. And there was still 15 hours left on the bid. Okay, now see, if all this went to charity, I'm like, A1, let's do it. It says it's an aid for UNICEF and children in crisis. But, okay, me being the skeptical person I am and knowing her mom had financial trouble, I need to know that really went to charity. I need receipts. Isn't that what y'all on these YouTube streets call them? Is receipts. I need receipts that this money went to charity.
Auctioning the wedding's most talked about hat.
$135,000 for charity is no mean.
Children in Crisis, with its focus on nurturing and educating children, in particular young women, gives girls the confidence to go out, be themselves, express their character. Prince Beatrice is a tremendous ambassador for the charity, and we're extremely grateful for her support with this great initiative. Okay, and UNICEF UK is absolutely delighted that Princess Beatrice is putting all the publicity around her hat to the best possible use, raising money for the world's most vulnerable children. We take our hats off to her for helping UNICEF and change the children. Okay.
Feet, and especially in this day and age. So it was totally
That's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of money.
her idea, and I really take my hat off to her for doing it.
One of those big hats?
One of those big ones.
These beautiful photos here.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
Some great memories.
I know, this was just...
In Sarah's world, two faces eclipse a life full of regrets. Her girls, Princesses Beatrice
Let's hope it did
and
both.
Eugenie.
The girls...
I mean, I'm a skeptic person when it comes to things like that, okay? Money's been moved all over through companies and stuff. So we can only hope that because it was a charity and it was an auction, that the auction company took care of all that. We're just going to give them the benefit of the doubt that the auction company took care of that.
Our life, and the blood in my veins.
Girls are beautiful.
They are my everything. And, you know, one job I've done better than many people is I've been a good mother, which is kind of brave to say, but it's true. And I've really, really am proud of that.
It's a lovely thing to say, isn't it?
And I think that the girls will shine more and more, and the more they shine, the more everyone will say, she can't be that bad.
She describes her relationship with Prince Andrew as the happiest divorce on earth. And you get the sense she regrets their split 20 years ago.
When I first married him, there was no emails, no internet. He was away at sea. I saw him 40 days a year for the first 5 years of our marriage.
Okay, well, that answered that question. 40 days a year for the first 5 years. Is that what she said?
It's their split 20 years ago.
When I first married him, there was no emails, no internet. He was away at sea. I saw him 40 days a year for the first 5 years of our marriage.
5 years.
And we had to write letters.
But today, they have a unique relationship. When she's in London, she lives at the prince's house. And in the wake of the Sting scandal, he came to her rescue and paid her debts.
What? Okay, y'all see? Y'all know. And my camera's going to do this. Let me go unplug and plug the camera back in. Okay. That's the other thing on my list. Since I've been streaming, I'm learning that I can't have the cheap shit. I need to go ahead and buy a decent microphone and a decent camera. So they are on my top of the to-do list for the first of the month. Yeah. 40 days is all she got to see him. That's for a fresh marriage. Could you imagine going through that whole marriage and then only seeing your husband 40 days out of the year for 5 years?
When she's in London,
I was having a problem with that. That's when I was like, and my camera took a nosedive. They were talking about
today
him bailing her out, and I'm like, wait, what? Where did he get the money? Because he didn't have the money. Remember, he got money from his mama and from his brother and for all the Virginia Giuffre stuff. So what? When was their divorce? Now, when was their divorce? Hold up. Well, no, if she had... Okay, I'm going to be quiet.
they have a unique relationship. When she's in London, she lives at the prince's house. And in the wake of the Sting scandal, he came to her rescue and paid her debts.
Are you looking for romance, or do you still have a deep love for the prince?
Oh no, I think we both have separate lives. We both honour each other, but you know, who knows what the future will bring. I don't think there are many sort of men that could put up with this redhead, and also the world's press and scrutiny. They've got to be.
Okay, y'all want to know what's funny? I tell that to Hector all the time. Thank you for putting up with this redhead. I tell that to Hector like, thank you for putting up with this redhead, because I know I can be fiery and I can be mouthy. So
quite strong, haven't they, Michael?
I think remarkably strong, if that's fair to say.
They have, you know, it's a lot.
When you're in England and you have a guest room at the Prince's house, literally in the shadow of Windsor Castle, how difficult is it not being part of that royal family? You're so close to it, but so far from it.
I think that it's, I am mum to two great girls, and the Queen is a most fantastic grandmother to the girls. But I am divorced from the family. So, you know, that's it. Most other families, you know, you're divorced. You're not invited to weddings and things like that. You're out of it. And so, you know, it's very hard for me, because I long to be with the girls in their finery and looking lovely, and I long to be part of it all, to be with the girls.
So I would assume that that's a feeling of being left out of the party. She's having some FOMO. Some FOMO. Muffins taught me that word. FOMO. FOMO. Carol Burnett said, if I ever got married again, gee, I don't know. He'd have to live next door. I think so too. I think, yeah, no, this was it for me. Hector this is the end of the line for me.
But you cannot have your cake and eat it.
Do you still have a
with the girls in their fine? And so, you know, it's very hard for me, because I long to be with the girls in their finery and looking lovely, and I long to be part of it all, to be with the girls. But you cannot have your cake and eat it.
Do you still have a friendship with the Queen?
No subject. I'm not talking here to talk about the Queen or the royal family.
No, you raised it though, because one of the things you...
Well, she's a wonderful grandmother to the girls.
Bad blood. Got some issues. What? She's a wonderful grandma, but we're not talking about her. Maybe she's not supposed to talk about her. Yes, I love Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett be out there sweeping the floor at the end of the show, y'all. Y'all know what? I've hardly used my stress duck today. I have not had a stressful, I haven't been squeezing, going crazy. This has been a very relaxing, very comforting stream, and I appreciate every one of you being here. And not to do that spill, but I'm doing that spill if you don't mind, if you haven't liked the stream, and you know, all that fun stuff. So thank you all.
Tell me about Christmas times.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do write about, that it's been really sad for 15 years not to spend Christmas with the girls.
And why is that?
Well, because it's a royal family occasion, and I'm divorced from the royal family. And so I don't get to spend time with them. But I'm glad, because I give the Queen a lovely gift of my girls.
What? I gave the Queen a lovely gift with my girls. Okay.
She may not have been easy on me, but then the 11th Duchess of York has never been that easy on herself.
Oh, come on, Bethany boy.
Last year was the most difficult of her life.
Those days, I was fighting for my life.
She spent it finding Sarah.
And got lost.
It's not easy in the public eye.
Her book, documentary series, In Therapy.
Disappeared.
Yeah, okay.
In Therapy, yeah, there was a series on her, and I've done something that I haven't watched it. Yeah, she's a good grandmother. And being divorced from the royal family, I mean, that's like, I guess if the royal family divorces you, you're out. You're not just maybe out, but you're out.
Hi, honey. How are you?
And mixing with American royalty.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. This is
Oprah.
really beautiful.
Hey, Oprah. Look, and this is Oprah's chunky days. This was before Ozempic and Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig and whatever other venture Oprah Winfrey went down. Hey, Mustang, you're in vertical. Everybody's over in horizontal. But, you know, just wanted to let you know. But yeah, this was Oprah's chunkier days, and it's okay. It's okay. Bitch, I've been there.
She may not have found Sarah yet, but says she's getting closer.
Are you the happiest you've been in your life, do you think?
Okay, I need to comment on this. I really do. If you're forced to accept something, it's easier to focus on the positive impact instead of what you lost. That is so... That is so true. It wasn't until I lost my mom in March of 2020 that I realized the things that were wrong in my life, and I was able to change them and have a better positive life for myself. So you are exactly hitting the nail on the head with that one. You're forced to accept something. So thank you for that content. I didn't mean to go there with y'all. It just really, yeah, thank you for that content.
I think that I'm very strong right now because I have the tools to be able to know how to deal with my life. Does that bring happiness? I think it brings a sense of contentment and peace, which I haven't had for a very long time. And that's good. That means I've done well.
Duchess, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So this is 2 minutes and 11 seconds. So this is that video a little bit better shown. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to let this one play out so we can see this.
I mean, did you take the money? At one stage, you had $40,000 cash sitting in front of you. Did you take?
No, we've already seen that one. Here it is. It's this one. Sorry.
Duchess of York is exposed making bogus cash for access claims about Prince Andrew. In a series of extraordinary outbursts, she falsely says she is able to fix meetings with the Duke of York.
See, it says, in a series of extraordinary outbursts, she falsely says she was able to fix meetings with the Duke of York in exchange for a massive secret fee of £500,000.
In exchange for a massive secret fee of £500,000. The first clip shows the greedy Duchess shake on the shameful deal. We then see the Duchess sitting in front of $40,000, which is later put in a black computer bag. In another shocking clip,
a lot of cash involved, which you'll see that piled on the table, cash.
Sarah falsely claims she can secure our man a big deal by introducing him to Andrew as soon as he wires her the money. The next amazing piece of film demonstrates the former royal's intention to pocket the money. In the last damning scene, she lies that the unsuspecting Prince Andrew knows about her devious plan.
Next, on to the next thing. £500,000 when you can, to me. Open doors.
What does she mean by that? It would be Prince Andrew. He's asking. It'd be Prince Andrew. Oh, okay. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Is that a deal?
Yeah.
But I thought I'd give you $40,000.
Yeah.
Which I've got now as a deposit. Which is in my safe. But how will I give it to you? I haven't got back. I'll get the bank account.
And here it is, piled on the table. $40,000.
Yeah, okay, but then if you want to go to, and then if we want to do a big deal with Andrew, then that's the big one.
I do want, of course. Okay, of course. So you 500,000 in.
Yeah, but that's a wire transfer.
That has to be wire transfer. I mean, obviously.
That's a wire transfer that's completely above board, and that goes straight to wire transfer.
Who do you send that to?
You send it to the bank account that I tell you to send it to.
Well, if you get a bank account.
You just send it to the bank account I tell you to send it to. You just, It's just going to be a little bit of cash. Just send it over there. The bank account will tell you to. It'll be okay. Nobody will know.
Details.
Yeah.
I'll arrange that. No problem at all.
And then then you open up all the channels, whatever you need, whatever you want. And then then you meet Andrew, and that's fine. And that's when you really open up whatever you want.
Honestly,
Send me all that, and then it'll open up. You'll get the info you need. What? Send it to you. You're going to keep it safe. There you go. Cash. You have a sealed copy of the news on the world final copy, sleazy paper. Feed it to a raccoon, okay, Cash? Just feed it to a raccoon. That's all I can tell you.
American culture.
Well, no, he'll be HSBC.
You've got a British account.
Yeah. Oh, it's completely.
Sure. Okay.
But then that opens up everything whatever you ever wish.
Great. Let's go make some more.
Yeah. You can do so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. And as Andy said, listen, if he's going to be kind enough to want to play, then Andrew will play.
Yes, that's fair.
And he says, let's play, we'll play. But as long as it's nothing to do with him.
No, of course it's nothing to do with that. No, I understood it completely, understood exactly where you're coming from.
Yes, because if it's anything near him,
I do not want to get anybody in trouble.
but you will be his friend.
Right.
I will listen to the friendship talk between you two.
Right.
And then I do it.
Okay.
You two talk,
Right.
I listen.
Okay.
Then I activate.
Right.
Nothing to do with him.
Because I was very active in the Middle East. He was in Abu Dhabi. Bahrain.
No, he has, you know, he's.
I mean, this is just so casual. Send it to my bank, HSBC. It's not an American bank. Don't worry about it. There is. I totally agree with you on that, Southern Cats. There's got to be more.
He can't work there. He can't work anywhere because he's the Prince of England.
No, but his job is trade, isn't it? Isn't his job?
It is, but he meets the most amazing people.
I know, obviously.
And he just throws them my way.
It throws them your way, fantastic. Well, then you throw them my way.
Yes. But I've never said that.
No, I've understood it.
Yes. And that is the key to him.
Sure.
Because as long as, if anybody ever, will never, ever, he never does accept a penny for him.
No. No, of course not.
No.
No, he's not accepting the penny. She's accepting the penny and will get it to him and it'll be taken care of, right? Wrong. This is the money that she takes to take care of her tax debts.
He does not.
No.
He does not and will not, and he is completely white and white.
Sure. There's a prince in me. You don't need to. You need to. Thank God. And his principle.
There's the Duchess picking up that black bag.
Take your...
Sorry, I see on all the cases. No problem. Let me show you how your driver.
So just to show, this charity that she owned was shut down after the release of the emails. There's a recent picture of her. It was 2025, kind of recent. Let's see. Which one? Let's I have been all over the place today. I don't even know what I have shown and stopped shown. Okay, let's look at this one real quick.
Had with a disgraced paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. I'm at your service. Just marry me.
There's that email I was looking for, Abraham. I knew I had it in one of these videos. You're a legend. I really don't have the words to describe my love, gratitude, generosity, and kindness. XX, I am at your service. Just marry me. Will any files transmitted with it or okay, that's the confidential agreement thing. There you go, call Abraham Rocco.
This is just one of the exchanges that Sky News believes that Sarah Ferguson had with the disgraced paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. I've been having a look through all of those latest communications, and here's what we find out. Now, the first emails that we see are from 2009, and why that is interesting is because it was only in 2008 that Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of those paedophile charges, one of prostitution and one of prostitution of someone under the age of 18. And yet the email correspondence between him and Sarah Ferguson continued after his conviction. The first email we'll show you is from 2009, where Fergie is mentioned in it. She sent Epstein this email saying, "You are a legend and I am so proud of you." And again, in 2010, there's an email that Sky News believes is from Fergie to Epstein that reads, "I really don't have the words to describe my love, gratitude for your generosity and kindness. Kiss, kiss. I'm at your service. Just marry me." Then there is one from Epstein to Ferg, in which he writes, "Give Andrew a thank you. He was a real prince." There are also several emails that seem to relate to Sarah Ferguson having some financial problems. In this one to Epstein, the email reads, "Getting financials for Fergie is painful. Incredible mess. I'm on it, but for sure completeness will always remain questionable." You can also see that Epstein was really important to her in terms of connecting her to really influential people. In one email that's from February 2010, Fergie copies in A, emailing Epstein, and it shows kind of a list of various networking and business deals that she's hoping to get done. In that email, she also writes, A, I was introduced to David Stern by Jeffrey. He came to Royal Lodge for dinner. But you can also see that Epstein was potentially trying to get Fergie to publicly support him. In this email that he sent to his lawyers, he said, "I think that Fergie can now say I'm not a pedo. She was duped into believing false stories by civil plaintiffs' attorneys from Florida." Now, you've got to point out that actually it was only last year that Sarah Ferguson, when one of these emails hit one of the newspapers, came out and said she wanted nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, and also that she had to be nice to him because he was blackmailing her. But ultimately,
But what was he blackmailing her for? I want to know what he was what did she think? What did she think? And Lola is snoring in the background, so if y'all hear some groaning noise coming, Lola's over here. She's running. She's under my monitor thing. She's running and snoring. So that's Lola. So, but what would Epstein, my question, and for anybody on replay crew, because we're going to leave here in just a minute, what would Epstein have on her that he would be blackmailing her? So think about that and put in the comments below on the replay crew.
what this new release of Files does is gives us a whole new level of insight in terms of that relationship between Sarah Ferguson and Jeffrey Epstein, how it developed over the years, but also how it continued well after his conviction.
I found that extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. So we're going to watch this. This is a little under 5 minutes, and then we're going to call it a day. Hio has a live setup, and I can't reroute y'all over there because I don't have that capability yet, but I will drop her live in the chat before we leave. So we're going to watch this. It's 5 minutes, and hers is set up for 7:30, which is in about 10 minutes.
Ferguson now, do you know? Because I've read reports that she's in the United Arab Emirates and broke. I've also read reports that she spent a month at a luxury Swiss resort that cost $25,000 a day. And it's a resort that she...
Boy, he expressed that shit. Look, I grabbed my stress duck on that one, y'all. Welcome to the duck pond. I got my stress duck on that one. He said $25,000 a day. I'm sorry. What? 25. I could. What I could do with $25,000? Not even for a day. I could make that stretch like you would not believe. It's 5:20 in Abellis land. It is. My clock says 7:15, but y'all know, as I tell y'all every day, my computer clock is wrong. So yeah. It's not 7:15. I can guarantee y'all that. So yeah, he says it like he pays it, right? Content is like so easy. He just rolled, it hurt him so bad he paid that. But you know what? Damn, what I could do with $25,000 right now. And she wonders why she's broke.
Costs $25,000 a day. And it's a resort that she has promoted before. Here she is.
To thank you in deep gratitude for giving me a safe harbour in the storms of life.
You often get these trips for free.
How could
I think
Sarah Ferguson do that?
Well, I mean, people are mad.
Y'all are talking over each other. Come on. Ain't y'all a better YouTube channel than that? Stop talking over one another.
Could
I think
Sarah Ferguson do that?
Well, I mean, people are mad. People were upgrading her, giving her freebies, I mean, until pretty recently. And in some ways, you think that the spa has got an enormous amount of publicity because of her visit there. So, I mean, there's probably some method in their madness. But yes, she's in the Middle East. That's the one place where she still carries some sort of respect. And she's busy trying to get money off various rulers there. That was one of the problems when Andrew was a trade envoy. He was trying to sell his house and cadge money off them.
How could they still have respect for her over there?
Well, I mean, some of them don't have the greatest reputation. One of their great friends, MBS, chops up journalists. So Sarah Ferguson is small beer compared to some of these people.
Did he say a small beer? I'm sorry, what? Did he really say
Sarah Ferguson is small beer compared to some of these people.
Small beer? Okay, grab a pint, guys.
Okay. But lastly, what now for the royal family? I mean, I think the king has done as well as could be expected in divorcing himself, kicking from his brother, kicking him out of that royal lodge, saying the law must take its course. We've seen also Prince William giving the absolute coldest of cold shoulders to his uncle. How much of this stink is going to surround the royal family? Or do you think people will say, look, every family has got one of them? Unfortunately, the royals do as well.
We done went Johnny Depp on this place, Hannah. Y'all, I'm trying to relax. My back is hurting me. I might have to get up here in a minute. Oh, my Lord. Mega pint. We done Johnny. Oh, God, I can't even talk, y'all. I told you I can't even talk. Johnny Depp has entered the chat.
Well, I think the problem for the royal family is that they've known about the Andrew problem for years. They actually shut it down. I mean, people were complaining to the palace about Andrew's behavior. I mean, former heads of the Foreign Office, intelligence officers bringing them details of bribes, etc. And they did nothing. They tried to close the story down. There were legal threats, denials, all sorts of things were done. Pressure was put on people saying they wouldn't give access to members of the royal family for interviews. So it's now been shown that the king was warned about his brother 6 years ago and did nothing. And I think they clearly didn't expect this Epstein dump of material, which is kind of...
Hannah, you're going to get them to... You're going to get them to take my stream down again. We're going to get my lollipop pop. Oh. Well, Allie, we don't know what's going to happen. You know what? I'm just saying, we're just waiting and see. I mean, we can sit here and talk about it. We can give commentary. We can discuss it. And welcome to the duck pond. Hey, thanks for coming by. I mean, she is neck deep. I was going to say knee deep, but I'm choosing neck deep, okay? She's in hot water. There's no pirate emoji.
Caught them. But I think there are increasing calls that Charles is compromised by this scandal, that the only way out is for him to abdicate.
And if Charles abdicates, then that puts William in the hot seat. And so, but Charles is having health problems, right? He's got cancer.
And to pass it on to William, who is so far been seen to be completely clean and has been pushing for Andrew to be dealt with for years. So this crisis is actually getting bigger. And clearly there's a big attempt at the moment to save the king. But even very respected commentators like David Dimbleby here, who commentated on royal occasions, is very critical about the royal family. They certainly need to, I think, introduce more transparency and accountability if they are to survive.
That is fascinating. What do you think the king's motive was? Loyalty to his brother, or attempt to minimise damage to the royalty?
I think it was the latter. I mean, there have been lots and lots of scandals which have been hidden over the years and never come out, and that seems to be their preferred way of operating. If they can shut something down, then that's what they'll do. But unfortunately, they've been caught out because of these Epstein leaks. I think without them, they would have been fine. I mean, no one was calling for investigations after my book came out in August, or when Virginia Giuffre's book came out later. And we have had a steady drip feed of pretty awful allegations against Andrew actually now for 15 years in the press. So this isn't new. And I think this is a crisis of their own making. If they'd actually addressed this, they could have marginalized it much, much earlier.
And they didn't address it earlier, and now you see where they are. Okay, I have one more. This is Sarah Ferguson will expose... Here, let me share it instead. Sarah Ferguson will expose royal skeletons if she feels vulnerable and broke. This is a 7-minute long video. We're going to watch this video, and I'm going to drop the link to this video. So it is in the chat. And welcome in, Jenny. Jenny, girl, I can never say your name right. Every time I try to do that, I can never get it right. And the next link I drop will be to transfer to Hio's. I'm waiting for her to give me a confirmation in the background that she's still going live. But she is up next. So let's watch this 7.5 minute. Y'all have to excuse me. Let me just 7-minute video, and then we're gonna bark warning.
Money, or a lot of them just had £1, you know, for a shareholder. We don't know where she is. We've been trying to find Sarah for a while. She appears to be she's in hiding, and I do have. You know, she should be. If Andrew's going to be questioned, then why isn't Sarah? Because she appears to be implicated in these Epstein Files. She's not in the royal bubble anymore. She doesn't live with a royal. She's lost her Duchess of York title. What happens to Sarah?
Well, it's a big question. I agree. I think she is a material witness. I mean, there are more numbers for her in Epstein's Black Book than Andrew. She was regularly staying there until pretty recent, until pretty close to his death. She's gone under the radar. Everyone gets focused on Andrew and Epstein, but she, I think, should certainly be questioned.
Sarah Ferguson, I mean, as I say, we haven't seen her for, I think, 2 months, and even that was at the christening for Athena, where we managed to get a picture of her in the back of the car. We haven't seen Andrew since he moved up to Wood Farm. Before, we'd often see them out and about, see Andrew riding. They can hide if they want to, but Sarah has disappeared.
Well, she's been in the Middle East. She's been in Doha. I mean, she's been seen there. I mean, that's clearly what.
Yeah, I noticed she just had her notification come up. As soon as this video's over, I'm transferring over.
Where she sees her future. And she's been running around various people there with her begging bowl.
What is her future? Just quickly, Sarah, you two, what do you expect from Sarah in the coming years?
I completely agree with Andrew, and I've been saying it for a long time as well, that she will absolutely be selling herself to the highest bidder in regards for stories. She knows where the bodies are buried, so to speak. She knows where the skeletons are in the closet, and she can absolutely expose them if she wants to, and if she's feeling vulnerable and broke, essentially. I mean, she is almost homeless at this point. She was cut out of, obviously, Royal Lodge. She's no longer there. She can't live with Andrew. She can live with her socially mountaineering daughters because they've got wealthy husbands. That's probably her last bet. But you're right. I think the Middle East is probably where she feels comfy, cozy, almost like a Lindsay Lohan trajectory, where she also went off to Dubai in the Middle East when she just felt like the Western media was giving her hell. So I think that's kind of what's happening there. And it's almost something that you could have predicted 15 years ago.
But the stock is so low after these Epstein files. Would anyone buy her story? Would anyone?
Yes,
she's so discredited.
I think people do buy these stories.
I agree with this guy. People do buy these stories. Yeah, the husband don't want her moving in. They're like,
they buy them out
nope.
of curiosity. I mean, there's always going to be a publisher and a news agency who will buy them. I think the interesting question is, I mean, she sold the house in Belgravia for $4 million just the other day. Even if this is money from a divorce settlement that was meant to go back to the kids, then there is some money there. And so I don't think she's quite on her uppers in the way we think. The interesting question is, why did she sell that house? When the market was going down, this was before the whole scandal broke. What was that all about?
You reminded me before we started filming that you've not been on this show, I think, for just over a year. But when you did come on, it was about 6 months before your book was published. And you did kind of warn that there would be some really shocking things coming. There will be some huge headlines and massive drama. And I remember kind of saying to you, really, is it going to get that bad? Are you surprised, or are you not shocked in the way that it's turned out for Andrew and Sarah?
No, I named her as my villain of the year for 2025, and I was vilified again for it. But no, I'm gratified that these leaks have backed up all the research that I did. My sources were good. And I think the dial has been shifted. People now, the press are more emboldened to look into the royal family. The bigger questions being asked by Parliament about their accountability and privilege. And yeah, I feel that, we had various people who poured scorn on me when the book came out.
Never, Andrew.
Not you, but others who are now actually leading the charge against the royal family.
Will 2026 get better or worse? Are we still seeing doom for the couple, or what?
It's going to get worse.
It's going to get worse.
We haven't reached rock bottom yet.
Okay.
And with that, we're going to end for the day. We're going to take this crazy train on out of here. We're going to head to Hio's. I just dropped her link in the chat. And tomorrow, we'll carry on with some more Fergie stuff. We're going to make this a 2-day episode. So, with that, I will see y'all over at Hio's. And y'all know, let's go show that girl some love. And y'all hit that link. Be sure to like the stream on your way out. Thanks for stopping by. And I will see y'all at Hio's house. Bye. Peace. Rubber out. Y'all have a great rest of your night.
Life's a ride.